Look at that natural light. Oh, I'm gonna let it pop. By the way, that's what I prop my camera on most of the time when I'm over here. Or all the time when I'm over here. Anyway, we're doing a I guess, classic comic review. This is from '93. This is the Invincible Iron Man, number 289. This is not Tony Stark. This is Rhodey. Tony Stark was thought dead at this time. I love this whole arc where Tony Stark, or where people think Tony Stark is dead, and Rhodey becomes Iron Man, and then he returns, and then Rhodey's super pissed with him because he pretended to be dead, and then Tony Stark rewrites his entire code to repiece himself, and then he builds a suit that he can use with his mind through a little headset thing, which isn't like revolutionary for Iron Man now, but it was back then. It was the Mark 12, I think. Anyway, I have all those. I mean, classic Iron Man is not expensive to collect for, so I have all of that's classic Iron Man with the exception of those last few issues. Oh yeah. Oh shit. Yeah. There you go. Anyway, yeah. Got some Michelini in there. Anyway, this is actually really well done, the art in this. I think it was above average for the 90s. I think it was a little ahead of its time. But yeah, the Invincible Iron Man is a living laser. He's he's a classic villain. He's like a scientist who got turned into essentially energy, like Electro, but not the same. He can't like recomprise himself into human form or whatever. Any last words? Love the splash, by the way. Look at the colors. Look how good the colors have lasted, or how well the colors have lasted. So that's Rhodey. Rhodey is the CEO of Stark Industries in this period. So the living laser was out of commission for a while. So he comes looking for Tony Stark, and Rhodey tells him, well, Tony Stark is dead. He's like, what? Dead? Well, shit. Anyway, I'm going to skip a couple pages for copyright reasons. But yeah. Anyway, so he offers him a job position, and he's like, yes, I'll take it, you know? It's weird that he's glowing here and not here. I guess he's calmed down. Like, it's on and off with him. Anyway, so he's working in the laboratories, and Rhodey runs away to suit up in the Iron Man suit, because obviously, he's not actually going to give this supervillain a position at Stark Industries. It actually does something kind of messed up at the end of this issue. Right. It's not quite chrome, but it definitely gives the illusion of chrome. Man, the art, you can really feel the motion in this book. He comes up behind him, whoosh, and then I love that in classic comics. It's something that you don't often get today because of the motion lines. You can just sort of see him moving across the page. It's kind of like a motion comic. Like that. Woo. Isn't that awesome? A little bit of panel breaking. Makes sense here. Doesn't make sense in Rob Liefeld art because he does it very minute parts of the character and for for mundane scenes. Anyway, this battle is epic and long, and they get down to the basement, and essentially Rhodey's plan is he's gonna shoot him in the space. So he takes him. He essentially sends him to hell. Is what he does. It's kind of messed up. It's kind of messed up, Anyway, he traps the living laser in the light cannon. Like he essentially it pulls his molecules and stuff apart, and he beams them. I guess he photon pairs them, so he essentially attaches the bits of him, his data to photons, and they carry it away. Anyway, there's a lot of experiments with that today, but back then it was purely theoretical. Anyway, yeah, he's being deconstructed. He's being deatomized, and you can see him like, oh Jesus, you're you're essentially sentencing me to hell. It's kind of more justifiable to kill him than to send him off to space. I can't remember. I think he sent him to a different galaxy, like the Andromeda or something. But I can't remember. Anyway, obviously Rhodey feels bad about what he did, and he actually kind of breaks down, as you would expect. He essentially he sentenced somebody to eternal life, isolated from humans in his own planet. The art in this is really good, though. Oh boy. Anyway, so Rhodey gets a call, and he comes in. He's told that, Tony Stark is alive. And he goes inside and he sees Tony Stark. And that's the cliffhanger. He quits. This is the next issue. Oh, I like that. Printed circuits and stuff. I like to read the letters page in these old books. Anyway, hold on. I'll show you that cover. Because, God, keep forgetting there's a big gap at the beginning of that box. Here it is. Look at that. That's cool. I mean, I'm not a big gimmicks cover guy, but I think it was warranted here. I really like that cover. What else do I have from this run? I pretty much I have the whole story arc. So I have everything from that that storyline, I think, except for maybe one issue. Yeah, look at these covers. I mean, they're both very much the same cover, but I think the art in Iron Man from this era is really excellent. So I give this book a B+. A B to a B+. I think it's a classic era in Iron Man. It's one of my favorite storylines in Iron Man. I think there's a lot of emotion and thought put into it. I think it's great. Yeah, this is the issue preceding that one, or those two. What else do we have here? Yeah. That's the new armor in use. That's the first appearance of that armor, and then this, the him fighting the Technovore with it. Anyway, cool stuff. Oh man, these are really cheap comics to pick up. Like a lot of these I got for $1 to $3. So if you can find them anywhere, I definitely recommend getting them. I cannot recommend this story enough. Maybe I'll do a full comprehensive review of this story arc one day. But yeah, for now that's it. Subscribe. You can win free comics. There's a contest I'm doing. First Jim Lee at Marvel. Anyway, I'm doing a contest. If you want to enter, just like the video, be a subscriber. Say I entered, and then you'll pretty much win. You're pretty much guaranteed to win a digital comic. And I've got a big pile of digital comics to give away, so should do that. Yeah, if you have anything thoughtful to say, and by thoughtful I don't mean like nice, I mean like constructive or whatever, leave it down in the comments. See you guys later.